What if I told you that a guy who started with nothing, no money, no connections, and no guarantee of success, managed to build an empire worth billions? Sounds like the plot of an inspiring movie, right? But it's real. It's the story of Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, one of the most revolutionary companies the world has ever seen. The journey from a small, struggling online bookstore to a global tech titan is nothing short of extraordinary. In this video, we're diving deep into how Bezos built one of the most successful companies in history and became one of the wealthiest people on the planet. Stick around, because what you're about to hear could change the way you look at business and innovation forever. It all started in 1994. Jeff Bezos, then just a 30-year-old with a wild idea and an unshakable belief in the future of the internet, set out to do something that most thought was crazy. He wanted to build a business that could sell anything online. But back then, the idea of shopping on the internet was unheard of. Sure, some people were starting to explore the World Wide Web, but there was no way people would trust their credit cards to buy stuff online. Yet, Bezos wasn't just thinking about the next step. He was thinking about the future. At that time, Bezos was working at D. Shaw, a prestigious Wall Street hedge fund, but the idea of the internet's potential kept gnawing at him. So, he did something radical. He quit his high-paying job and decided to go all in on his vision. He moved across the country to Seattle, and in his garage, he began his venture with a simple, modest goal: to build an online bookstore. Why books? Bezos had a pretty logical reason. He figured that books were an ideal product to sell online because they were small, lightweight, and easy to ship. And the internet back then was perfect for the niche of books. Every title you could imagine, accessible at the click of a button. So, in 1994, Amazon was born as a small bookstore run by just Bezos and a few employees. The website was basic, nothing flashy, but the promise was clear. It was a place where you could find nearly every book on the planet. But here's where Bezos' vision started to shine through. While Amazon was just selling books at first, Bezos wasn't just building an online store. He was building a platform, a place where millions of people could buy products they needed and wanted. And that's what Amazon would eventually become, a go-to marketplace for literally everything. Now, let's talk about something that Bezos did that changed everything. He took a massive risk. In the early years, Amazon wasn't profitable. In fact, Bezos lost a lot of money before he saw any return. He didn't have the luxury of a big budget, and his website wasn't bringing in massive amounts of revenue. But Bezos knew one thing: he had to invest in the future, even if that meant sacrificing short-term gains. And then something happened in 1997 that would change the trajectory of Amazon's future. Bezos took Amazon public, launching its initial public offering, IPO. At this point, the company was still primarily selling books, but Bezos had bigger plans. The market didn't fully understand Amazon's potential at the time. Investors were skeptical and Amazon's stock price fluctuated. But Bezos was willing to ride out the storm, confident that the market would one day see the massive potential of e-commerce. In 2005, Bezos launched Amazon Prime, a subscription service offering free 2-day shipping. This was a game changer. It created a sense of customer loyalty that Amazon's competitors couldn't match. People loved the idea of getting their products fast, and Prime users started shopping more frequently on Amazon. But it wasn't just about free shipping. It was a sign of something bigger. Bezos had tapped into the psychology of consumers. He understood that if you could provide incredible convenience, people would come back again and again. As Amazon's footprint grew, Bezos continued expanding the company beyond books. Amazon moved into electronics, clothing, and a myriad of other product categories. The company wasn't just a bookstore anymore. It was an online superstore, a place where you could get anything you needed. By 2007, Amazon was fully entrenched in the e-commerce space, but Bezos wasn't stopping there. By 2006, something big happened that no one saw coming. Bezos looked at the growing need for cloud computing, and he made a calculated decision to enter the space. Amazon launched Amazon Web Services, AWS, offering cloud computing infrastructure to businesses. While e-commerce was the heart of Amazon, AWS would become its beating muscle, and it would ultimately bring in billions of dollars in revenue. AWS revolutionized the way companies could store and process data, and soon it became a backbone of the entire internet. Think about it. Without AWS, many of the tech giants today, including Netflix, Spotify, and Airbnb, might not have been able to scale as quickly. But Bezos didn't just want to dominate retail. He was building a tech empire. Then came the Amazon Kindle in 2007. Before the Kindle, we carried around books in our backpacks on long trips at the beach. But Bezos had an idea that would change how we read forever. What if we could carry an entire library in our pocket? The Kindle was a game changer. Amazon sold millions of them, and it transformed the book industry. In just a few short years, Bezos had disrupted both retail and publishing. But that wasn't the end of Bezos' big ideas. He wasn't content with just being an e-commerce giant. He was building the future. By the 2010s, Amazon was everywhere. Bezos wasn't just running a website. He was running a global ecosystem. Amazon's expansion into technology was insane. In 2014, Bezos launched Alexa, Amazon's voice-activated assistant. The idea of controlling your home with just your voice felt like science fiction. Until it didn't. People loved Alexa, and Amazon began to infiltrate every corner of your house, from smart speakers to smart lights. And then came the drones. Yes, drone delivery. Bezos was already thinking about the next frontier in shipping. And in 2017, he made a bold move and acquired Whole Foods, entering the grocery space. Amazon had gone from books to tech to home goods and now groceries. Bezos was proving one point over and over again. Amazon could do it all. By 2021, Bezos became the richest person in the world, surpassing $200 billion in net worth. His gamble had paid off, not just financially, but culturally. Amazon had completely changed how people shopped, lived, and interacted with technology. Bezos had built an empire from the ground up, creating one of the most successful companies ever to exist. But Bezos didn't stop there. In 2021, after more than 2 decades at the helm, he stepped down as CEO of Amazon. But don't think he's slowing down. Instead, he focused on Blue Origin, his space exploration company, aiming to revolutionize space travel. He also made headlines with his purchase of the Washington Post, showing that his interests go far beyond e-commerce. Jeff Bezos' story is a powerful reminder that with vision, persistence, and a willingness to take risks, anything is possible. From that small garage in Seattle to building one of the most influential companies in the world, Bezos' journey is one of bold moves, innovation, and relentless ambition. And while his wealth is astronomical, it's his impact on how we live, shop, and interact with the world that will likely be his greatest legacy. So, what can we learn from Bezos' journey? It's simple. Dream big, take risks, and never stop innovating. Your start doesn't define your end. The world is full of opportunities if you're willing to think differently and go after them. Let me know your thoughts on Jeff Bezos' incredible journey. What's one lesson from his story that you're going to apply in your own life? Drop a comment below. And hey, if you love this video, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for more stories of success, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our future content. Until next time, stay inspired and keep chasing those big dreams.